Yeah, Close the doors, walk across the corridor. We got something to show you. Media is our repertoire. Fed up with the same news, no channel to use. Cruise control mentalities, here we offer you. We gon' show you a new way. The content, it never strays from positive and uplifting. Once a week, the scope gifted. With the presence of your eyes, what a distraction. Beautiful to soul, especially in action. This year not ration, came in abundance. Films like in Sundance, tech like the pop art. Tachi Queen, you are Curtis, a beast heart. You must carry, cause MCs they all vary and seldom do they motivate. World full of hate, we serve a hope on a plate across different platforms. Let's hear a buffet, hydration like Boucher. Don't focus on a day, we always here for you. MediaScope when you emotionally broke. Settle in our knowledge and conversations, go make them yours. What we run is Olympic, now your hands on the torch. Take it easy like Sundays on the porch. MediaScope when you emotionally broke. Settle in our knowledge and conversations, go make them yours. What we run is Olympic, now your hands on the torch. Take it easy like Sundays on the porch. Now you award winning with no award tours. This culture meets the art. Podcast with the heart and essence of the growth. The power's in the people. Without you, we ain't equal. What we lack is ego. We're back now, so here we.
Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you a happy Wednesday. It's a rainy Wednesday here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, but a happy one nonetheless. This is MediaScope, all things media, tech, and pop culture. We're here every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm about to say where we are, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, in just a moment. But I'd like to, look, folks are already here. The folks are out. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you on all the platforms. But before we get to that, I've got to hug you. I'm letting you know I appreciate you being here. You could choose to eat Cracker Jacks. Why Cracker Jacks? I don't know. That's the first thing that came to my head. But you could choose to eat Cracker Jacks and watch TV. But you chose to come here. You could choose to do, yes! You better crunch. You could choose to sit on the couch and do nothing. You could choose to do work like you're probably supposed to be doing if you're in California right now or someplace else. But you chose to be here with us. We are forever grateful. I say welcome. But it's not just me, not just yous guys, as I like to say in New York, yous guys. It's also a yous guys, MC Curtis. MC, what's going on?
What's happening? What's happening?
Oh, I need to introduce myself too. Why don't you put up your name, huh?
Because I wanted you to introduce yourself first.
Oh, here we go. Hi, Tachi, media professor, filmmaker, media content producer, also a journalist. The joker behind the scenes is MC Curtis.
Hey, everybody, what's happening?
Curtis, what's going on in your world?
Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. The weather just changed here. It actually was raining here, so I don't know if that's part of that. Well, we're actually near the Gulf too as well, so not too far from it.
So maybe you've got some bands of something going on. It could be. Let me tell you. So guys, we were supposed to have a guest today, but because of the weather is really bad here. It is, I'm in South Florida, depending on where you are, it's not as bad for me. It's pretty heavy and bad, but not as bad as it is west, like Western Broward County, etc. So our guests today are actually local, or they're local, so they couldn't join. So we will have them either next week or the week after. We will let you know where. And hold on just a moment. What happened?
Bad as in terrible.
Terrible, like they say at DC, Maryland, or DC, Maryland, Virginia. Terrible.
Good. That boy's real good.
You're something else. You're something special. So let's say hello to everybody who is watching. And guess what? This week I am making sure I monitor my page on Facebook and also LinkedIn. So hello if you're watching on my personal profile on Facebook. Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. If you happen to be watching on LinkedIn, I see you. Did anybody get a notification?
You fix your face when it comes to LinkedIn.
I'm not going. I refuse to fix my face. I will not until they do what they're supposed to do. I've given you, and I've given you time, LinkedIn. I've given you time. Maybe I did get a notification. We'll see. We shall soon see. We
Let me
shall
check.
soon see. All right. So, LinkedIn, if you are watching What's Up on LinkedIn, and I'll be over periodically on my personal Facebook and on LinkedIn to get your comments. If you are watching us on Twitch, what is up, Twitch? Welcome, Twitchers. I don't know what Twitch family is called, but welcome, Twitch family. It's good to have you here. If you are watching us on the Tubing of the U or YouTube, what's going on? The YouTube family usually comes in a little bit later, so it is so good to see you. And if you happen to be one of the fortunate individuals that will listen to us tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Gospel 107.1 FM in Nassau, Bahamas, and the rest of the Caribbean, you know what we wish you.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
Ooh, chills.
A multitude of blessings.
Yes.
And please send some blessings to MC Curtis because he is going to need them today.
I need them.
Well,
Like,
we've got some folks that are here in the house already. I'm waiting, MC.
Oh, she showed up.
Why did you say it like that?
See, that was not shade. That was like,
No, you said, how is it not say shade when you said, oh, she showed up? That's always shade. That is always shade. Despite what you think, sir, it's never, what you did not say is like, oh, I'm glad you're here. Oh, glad to see you. You said, oh, she showed up. That is shade to the nth
no,
degree.
I was surprised. I think you're trying to bring some contention.
I am
me
never
and
trying to bring tension. You do a good enough job of that yourself. Good enough job. Well, the food truck is here. So go ahead and start placing your orders. And guess who else is here? Terry Knight Nixon says hello to me and to you, MC.
Hey,
And
Serena.
Shelly Shell. No, you won't. See, now you're trying to clean up your act. Now you're trying to bring in the broom and sweep up all the crumbs after you drop the cookies on the floor.
I'm just a
Purposely.
little thirsty. That's all.
You might stay thirsty, and you just might stay thirsty, sir. You just might. And Dr. Vibe Show is here, says, let's go, Dr. Vibe, who does the greatest conversations. I mean, this man has amazing conversations, absolutely amazing conversations. You definitely want to get on board with him. Make sure you're following him, the Dr. Vibe Show, DRVIBESHOW show, SHOW. Yes. Serena has something for you. She says, Wayment. Was that shade? It was. Serena,
Serena,
I
it
can
was
fully
not shade.
vouch. How is it not shade? You're going to have to explain to me because also Mardi Gras Man is confused as to how that was not shade. He is thoroughly confused. In fact, he's very confused and very sad
Mardi Gras Man can't
at your
hear.
comment. Mardi Gras Man can hear.
He
Do
had
you
that
think that
same-
was shade?
He
That's a
had that
yes.
same look on his face last week.
Oh, yeah, he was here because you were behaving, but now he's here because you just threw shade to our source of the you know the food truck, how much that makes for MediaScope? And you dare shade
He's
the
got two
proprietor?
faces. He's got two faces.
No, you don't. He does have one face, but this is the face that he's on right now.
That wasn't shade. That was like, I happened to look down and I looked up and you said, oh, food, guess who's here?
You know what, Mardi Gras, I'll see you later. I have, no, you didn't say guess who's here. Folks, MediaScope Massive, you tell me. If somebody says, oh, she showed up, is that shade? She didn't say, oh, she's here. She said, oh, she showed up. Meaning he's surprised that she even came. To me, that's shade. And I'm not trying to start anything, but I digress. Maybe that's just in MC land the way they talk.
You know what? I'll just bring my own drinks next time.
You ought to start. because you ought to start. You really ought to start because I think you one more time with Serena. I think you have one more time with Serena.
See,
Look who is here. I think you have. I think you are wearing thin. You are teetering on a string, and the string is fraying. What is up, DS? How are you? Our good friend says hello to me and you. Shout out. There is a special on the food truck. Everything that's a
oh,
libation except for MC. He is shady today.
it's not nice.
MC Shady Boots. MC Shady Boots special. Everything except for him. No, I know it's you, DS. How do I not know it's you? You are like, we love you so much here at MediaScope. It's so great to see you. Butha Vandross is here, and he is here on the other side. Welcome to the other side. And Serena says, that's a shame. I was going to give you on something on the house, MC. Not today. Boy, bye.
Actually, you need to be a promoter. You need to be a promoter for real. Like Don King, a promoter.
Why Don King? Why?
Because that was
See,
not in the context that I said that.
see, Mr. MC, see, Mr. External Locus of Control. Perhaps, okay, had you said something else, I could accept that. But oh, she showed up. Is always shade. I don't know what you come to do, but we come to. Ah, Mardi Gras Man has a smile on that one, and it is raining. I don't know if you all can hear it, but it is really raining, really coming down. All right, let's see. Oh, thank you for saying my skin looks great. What is the secret? Oh, that could be a whole Be More too. First of all, guys, before we get into it, the secret to anything is what you put inside. It always starts with what you put inside. Hold on, I'm trying to see if Carlos Phoenix is here on the Facebook side. What's up? And Sarav, how are you? He says, I look radiant as always. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bobby Stamps is here. David Benjamin Eccles says, Shade 2.0, MC Curtis. Shade 2.0.
You know, we need a replay feature because that was not shade. That was
Oh,
me
there's
being
a replay.
surprised.
Thank you for giving me my outtake. That is going up on my social media, and I will ask the audience. You all can decide if it's shade. Thank you, MC, for reminding me because sometimes I want to do outtakes, and there's so much great stuff. This week, I know what to do. Thank you. I'll smile on that. So will Mardi Gras Man. Anyway, you're in trouble, MC. Serena said, bring your thermos because there are no drinks. Oh, you better bring your thermos. And you know, thermos is spelled with an OS. Bring your thermos because no soup for you. Remember, you know, you're an avid watcher of Seinfeld, so you remember
Yeah.
the soup episode. No soup for you.
Hey, do you remember those
So,
thermoses as a kid where they had the kind of like the glass in it, and then if you weren't
if you
careful, you'd
dropped
break
it,
it? Yeah,
curtains. It
absolutely,
didn't work anymore.
Mm-mm.
I'm like, you mean, and you would hear it shaking around?
Absolutely.
I'm like, that was the best you could do, thermos?
Right.
But let me tell you, I need a good thermos now to keep stuff warm because I love tea and
Mm.
I keep boiling water. And where I boil water, my pot is really fast. But I would
Mhm.
like to keep a big thermos full of it, of hot water, so I could just get tea at my leisure. I'm going to
Mm.
look into that.
Yeah, I
MediaScope
tried to
family,
take.
if you know something or a good one, let me know. Drop it in the comments.
I picked up some of a thermos from one of this convenience stores, and it actually works really well. I had coffee in it, and it was hot all day.
From the 7-Eleven, huh?
Hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
no?
Yeah.
Oh. Not like there are not other convenience stores besides 7-Eleven. Forgive me for that,
Well,
but you know,
no, I'm seeing the thermos that I picked up. It wasn't. It was from department store. I don't want to say the name because they're not
oh,
paying
they're not
us.
there. Yeah. I mean, neither is 7-Eleven if you
Well,
if you want. 7-Eleven is just basically kind of like Xerox or Kleenex. When you
exactly.
say convenience store, it's like, oh, 7-Eleven because it's like the generic name for convenience store now. It's become a generic name. Let me see. Did I get a notification? Oh, I did get a notification
From
for
LinkedIn.
okay, so from LinkedIn.
Oh, I didn't get one.
Surprise, surprise.
I didn't get one.
Of course you won't. All right. Well, folks, as I said, we were supposed to have guests today. We do not have guests because the weather is so bad, but we have guests. We'll either bring them on next week because next week we also have Ross Brand. If you don't know Ross Brand, he is a live stream master. He has written several books, which I have was a contributor to, and he will be on next week. And we're going to be talking live streaming, the state of the industry. It's going to be really good. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to bring them on next week because I want to give each of them their full time. So it might be the next week. So for the next 2 weeks, we'll probably have guests. So I'll let you know, but we're definitely having a guest next week. Maybe two. D. Carpio is here and says, hello, Dr. Tachi and everyone. And Jasmine G is here as well. And Serena Wells, we are doing the shade outtake. I'm working on that as soon as we get off tonight. And
Yeah.
there's a special. It's 92 in the DMV. You can get any ice cream, sorbet, smoothie, or juice half off. You forgot to put except for MC Curtis. But
That does sound
that's
good.
implied.
That
It
sounds
does sound good. But you better put that ice cream in your thermos. None for you. No soup for you. All right. So, MediaScope Massive, we're going to get to it now. Unfortunately, because we were going to have guests, we don't have pictures for you today, but we do have stories. It is okay. So, don't even worry about it. Imagine that this is the case. All right. So, let's talk a little bit. Could I have the intro for the media segment, please? All right, so we've got some stuff going on. Here we go. Bobby Stamp says this, though, before we start. I cut the cable yesterday. Pluto TV is lit. High def roof antenna and locals is good. Look, folks, you don't even really need to pay for content anymore. I'm telling you, there's so much free good content out there that, like, honestly, if I cut out, I do pop culture and things, so of course I keep Sling because of that. But if I had to cut it off, I think I would be okay with the free content that's out there. Okay, maybe not. Maybe you wouldn't.
Well, no, I'm actually been thinking. I was thinking about Roku. So Roku's free, but
Mm-hmm.
if you want, but you can still add like a Disney to Roku. Is that correct?
Yeah, Roku is actually like the quote set top box that has the bunch of apps where you
Okay.
can add things like Disney Plus, HBO, or whatever. So, but Roku also has their own free channel, the Roku channel, where you can get content like free movies, etc. But they're joining the ranks of Pluto TV, joining as Bobby mentioned, joining the ranks of Freevee, of Crackle, which is
Right.
Sony. There are so many different. What's the other one? What's the other free one?
Tubi?
Tubi. Thank you, Tubi. They are joining the ranks of so many free streamers. Soon to be Indie Soup Media too, folks.
Yeah.
Very soon you're going to be able to download our streamer. MC Curtis and I are starting a network. If you did not know, if you haven't heard the news, get to hearing the news. We are Indie Soup Media. We are the heart of the indie content creator. It is going to be lit and live, not just lit, not just live, lit and live. So in the coming weeks, we'll let you know. Sorry, what did you say, MC?
So it's gonna be fire.
I love how you try to use vernacular and it doesn't quite work. But you try. A for effort.
Oh, I left something off that, and so
What did you leave?
It's gonna be fire.
And you said it the same way.
I did.
A for effort. You did. A for effort. It's going to be fire. A for effort. After Dark with Johnny Bray, yes. Thermos. And DS agrees. I forgot about what. Oh, Tish is here. What's up, Tish Roach? Lit and live. It's going to be. We are super excited. And DS says, thanks, congratulations on the endeavor. Thank you. We are very excited. We will launch soon. We're trying to get everything, all the creators together. Right now, we have about 27 creators that are making content for the network, and more keep coming daily. It is going to be amazing, and we are absolutely amazed. So stay tuned for that. We'll let you know when the launch is going to happen. Jasmine G said it's going to be fire, but bless MC's heart. That's all you can say. Oh, bless your heart. And MC, can you say this word? Can you say it again? Tish Roach has put it up for you to try again. Try again. What's the
Fire.
word?
Fire.
I think that's the last time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Wait, that's how it's spelled. Fire.
But that's not how it's said. That's not how it's said. And Tishro says, bless his heart twice. Oh, and After Dark with Johnny Ray, you are on. Who's calling me? Okay, well, thank goodness the sound is down. But After Dark with Johnny Ray is on Twitch. I didn't realize you were on the Twitch side. Welcome. Glad you are there. All right, so here we go. Let's I was about to say, could I have photo one? But we don't have a photo one today. What we do have is a lot of news. We started talking about this. Guys, who watched MC? Did you see Murder Mystery, the movie with Jennifer Aniston and why do I keep calling him Ben Sadler? It's not. It's Adam Sandler. Did you see that movie?
I did not. Is that a recent?
It's actually quite hilarious. I saw it for the first time like 2 weeks ago, and lo and behold, Murder Mystery 2 is out now. They are on Netflix, so you have the opportunity to go back and watch. So if you liked Murder Mystery 1, which I did, Murder Mystery 2 is out now, and it has topped the US streaming charts along with The Mandalorian. And we had a whole long conversation about The Mandalorian on the other platform on IG. But put in the chat if any of you are planning to watch Murder Mystery 2 or have seen it, or you're a Mandalorian stan. I love The Mandalorian. I love, I wouldn't say I'm more of a Star Trek girl than a Star Wars girl, but I love The Mandalorian. But I don't love paying for Disney Plus. So we'll see whether or not that that happens. So the Mandalorian season 3 started streaming in March in weekly episodes. So I don't know what episode they're up to now. They drop it a little bit at a time. They don't binge like Netflix does. Disney says, one for you, we'll see you next week. Another one for you, we'll see you next week. You get one more. Guess what? We'll see you next week. They do not drop entire seasons. They're trying to keep you on the hook.
Absolutely.
Like Mardi Gras Man, pretend this is the hook. Did you see that? That's what Disney is trying to do. Sorry, Mardi Gras Man. All right. So, hey, DiCarpio says yes, fire. they're trying to help you, MC. You gotta love the MediaScope Massive for that.
So say it.
Anyway.
Say it. Fire.
Well, I never professed that I could say it properly. I say it fire. I'm saying it the way with the fire.
Oh, that was fire.
And again, you disappoint the masses. Thank you. No, maybe it can we give MC a pity libation? Serena, can we give him a pity libation because he deserves something after 4 times of trying to say fire in the vernacularese and he failed?
Yeah, it's because I was thirsty. Him was thirsty.
And you're going to be thirsty. We'd already told you. You probably need to see if Amazon has a sale on thermoses because you're not getting anything from the truck. After Dark with Johnny Ray said Adam Sandler wore a sweatsuit to the premiere. Okay. And also, Mardi Gras Man still has his UPC code. Yeah, he does. And I've had this since 2015, so it's not coming off now.
Take him back to the store. I don't like
I can't. Mardi Gras Man has been through it. I don't even know where I got him from.
He's got two faces. Confusing.
Are you saying Mardi Gras Man is two-faced? Is that what you're trying to sit here and tell us?
I am.
He's not pleased. He's going away. Any case, that's very interesting. Just said, let's just go back to the ice noise MC. Let's do what we know how to do well.
Okay, well, someone's going to have to help me with that one because how she spelled it is how I said it.
Okay. And Serena says you can have a cup of water.
With ice.
You better have your own ice because I'm sure it's going to be warm. Okay, there you go. At least you have that. Woo! And just like that, the water is gone. All right, let's see. Let me make sure I'm not missing. So David Benjamin Eccles is talking about thermoses still. Welcome. And so I'm checking you guys on the other Facebook on my personal account and LinkedIn periodically to make sure I am not missing anything. Something tells me I probably am, but all right, no worries. I don't think I am. I don't see anything, but let me know. Leave comments. I will come back to you because we can't put up from some platforms that we've shared to. So, but we still appreciate you and love you. Folks, if you're just coming in, welcome to the fold. My name is Tachi. All things media, tech, and pop culture. This is MediaScope. We're here every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern time on a myriad of different platforms. We're on like 5 simultaneously. So you have no excuse not to watch MediaScope Massive. It's me, Tachi, and this guy, MC Thirsty Boots Curtis.
Yeah, I'm going to have to practice that.
Sarita says you need to stick to simple stuff like wheels screeching and ice. You don't know what to say to them. Maybe you're still thirsty. Can we get another cup of warm water for him?
Be warm water.
Because you have your own ice. Don't stress, Serena. You're lucky she's giving you that. You're very lucky, sir. All right, as we're here, you what?
It sounds like you're putting words in her mouth. I need to hear that from Serena.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Serena. I'm sure it's not going to be as nice as it came out when I said it. So, Serena, the floor is yours. MC Thirsty Boots Curtis. Exactly. That is your new name.
Thirsty Boots Curtis.
Thirsty Boots Curtis. All right. I have been pronouncing you mean thermos? Thanks for the correction. It's not really thermos. It just looks like it should be said that way because of the OS at the end. Thermos. So if that's what you're talking about. So, and our good friend Diaz is having a great time. I'm glad. I hope everybody's having a great time. We're going to keep going. Let me tell you what the top streamers were, just in case anybody cares. The Mandalorian was number 1. Ted Lasso was number 2. Star Trek Picard was number 3. Love is Blind, number 4. Oh, and remember I told you, probably the reason it was top, Love is Blind, is because they did the live wrap-up show, reunion show. So
Right.
I'm sure that was why it was so highly rated. Number 5, The Night Agent, which is on Netflix. Number 6, Bel Air was on Peacock, which
Hmm.
I have not watched since the first episode because you got to pay for it, but I've heard it's fabulous.
Actually, it's pretty good. I've been watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You've been watching it. All right. You're rich. We're paying you too much. Okay. Number 7 is Rabbit Hole on Paramount. Number 8 is Schmigadoon on at what? Schmigadoon. Are they trying to be like the musical Brigadoon? Does anybody know? Anyway, number 9 is School Spirits on Paramount Plus, and number 10 is Shadow and Bone. So the top streaming movies: Murder Mystery, Tetris is number 2, and we were just having a conversation about having movies based off of video games, right? Super Mario Brothers did super well at the movies, and we'll talk about that in a moment. Number 3 is Murder Mystery, the first Murder Mystery, because I guess if you didn't see it, you want to see Murder Mystery before you see the sequel. Number 4 is Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. 5 is 80 for Brady. 6 is Home. 7 is Black Panther: Wakanda Forever on Disney Plus. 8 is Knock at the Cabin. 9 is Wizard of Oz. Hey. And 10 is Prom Pact. So those are your top streaming shows and movies for the week ending April 9th. Let's keep going. Let's talk a little bit about this. And we had a nice, healthy discussion about this on IG, but I didn't have it with you all. So let's get to it. This is still media, so don't put your finger on the button too fast, MC. So lawmakers, this is we're calling it the Netflix tax. So lawmakers are taking aim at streaming giants to fund local priorities. And I ask people this on IG, but are you okay with a tax being added to your streaming, like whether it's Netflix, whether it's Hulu, whatever, to fund local projects? Like one of the things could be the New York City subway, right? Are you okay with that? MC, you tell me, are you okay with that?
I wouldn't be okay with it, but I think at the end of the day, you know, as long as they're putting that funding for local, local businesses, not so much businesses, but like you said, the subway and just maybe even the schools, I think right there is the kind of the, I guess, the thing that would make people want to lean towards, oh yeah, great for the schools, but essentially it's just more money that these
Yeah,
municipalities
you know
receive.
what? And that is an interesting point. Would you be okay with it if it was for projects like
Hmm.
the schools? And so I'd like for you all to answer in the chat, please, because I'm very interested. And let me ask also, for those of you that are in the Caribbean, you're in the Bahamas, you're in Jamaica, you're in Barbados, wherever you are, would you be okay with a tax being added to your Netflix or other streaming service if it meant it was going to be able to fix roads or things like that?
Hmm.
What I said is, we already give you money. What are you doing with the money we give you?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So now you want to add
Hmm.
more when the money I gave you, that's like, okay, your mother gives you money to go and buy new shoes, right? Because you said you don't have shoes. Instead, you go and buy, like, and you're younger, right? Instead, you go and buy a video game. I gave you money, but you have holes in your shoes now, and you're complaining. But I gave you money for the shoes, but you wanted to go and buy Donkey Kong. Well, where are the holy shoes?
Right, right. Yeah, I think it's one of those things where it's like, as a kid, if you are going to ask your parents for something, uh, and you knew if you asked a certain way that they were going to say no, but if you fixed it up in a certain way and say, hey, I'll say it this way, and I'll ask mom or ask dad for whatever it may be. And then you were sure to get you, at least you thought you would get a yes. But I think as long as they're packaging it, this whole tax thing, in a different way, rather than saying, hey, we just want to tax you just to be taxing you. Yeah, they're going definitely can
You,
expand away with it.
you've learned the power of manipulation, have you?
Mhm. Yeah. So I think that's what they're doing.
Serena says to you, MC, be glad you got water. Humph. Once again, boy, bye. And Caribbean and West African platter special. Oh, this is great. Buy a platter, get a cool drink for half off. Oh, boy. Did you just play a sound, MC, or was that you?
No, that was me.
Tell us what's on the platter. We work ourselves up into a hunger frenzy here on MediaScope because we put all these wonderful things out there, and I do have plantain. Do I feel like making it after the show? Not at all. So am I going to have to? Okay, nobody's going out in this weather, and we had a National Weather Service thing. So yeah, that's not happening. So never mind. I might have to make it if I want some African food. Anyway. Serena says this, we're already taxed and they still can't do right with what they're already taking from us. And Butha said Snowfall didn't make the list. Shame on somebody. No, it didn't. It did not. It did not. Maybe next week. They do this weekly. So Jasmine G says we're already taxed on food, clothing, cars, housing, even the internet we use to stream. A streaming tax is excessive. Jasmine, I agree.
Absolutely.
After Dark with Johnny Ray says, I gave you money for Nikes and you spend it on filming the Asteroids movie. Well, now you'll just have no Nikes. How's that? Exactly. Your energy is in the wrong place. Wrong.
Did you know that they're saying that the average cost for a vehicle, for a used vehicle, the average payment is around $550? And for a brand new car, and these are just averages, but for a brand new car,
used vehicle is $550,
almost $550, and then a new car, the average price is almost $800. So I think it was like $784 or something like that.
So I need my car, which is 20 years old, to hang on for another 30 years because if that's the thing.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
No, I'm good. I like not having a car payment, believe it or not.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm just saying. So Tish Roach said, that extra tax, come on now. That extra tax is like going to grandma when you already got it from mom. Exactly.
Well said.
And then not telling them, right? And then, but this is what happens.
Right, absolutely.
Grandma and mom talk later. And it just slips out. Yeah, she needed to get some new shoes, so I gave her some. Wait a minute, I gave her money for new shoes. It always comes to the light later.
Yeah, I like what Serena had to say. She had a great comment.
Where's Serena? Wait, that we're already taxed and they can't do right. Oh, wait.
Yeah, that was a great comment.
A used car. I wonder why it was a great comment, and all of a sudden today is Serena Day. I wonder why. We have an off topic, and we love off topic here at MediaScope. And Diaz says, off topic, I'm curious, what are some of the biggest challenges I faced when first becoming a social media personality, such as insecurities, technical, or whatever else, and how did I overcome? You know what? And that's fine. Nothing is off topic, because remember, we were supposed to have a guest today. I just happened to have stories for you. So today is this is also an Ask Anything Wednesday. There we go. So today is not only some stories that I have, but it's also an Ask Me Anything Wednesday. There we go. So some of the biggest challenges. So here's the thing. I think by the time I became, as you call it, a social media personality, or started doing this and started showing up on social media, I was already into my own as a filmmaker, etc. And so I really came into my own with this whole thing. So I have a theater background and a dance background. So I'm used to performing and performative speaking and things like that. I'm a professor. I teach performance studies. I haven't in a long time, but that was one of the courses I really enjoyed teaching, performance studies, whereas every day we all perform. regardless of what you're doing. If you are a firefighter, you put on your costume or your uniform to take on the role of firefighting, right? So everyday life is performance, and that's one of the things that I teach. So I've always performed, but I think where it really came out was when I first got here. I was interested in doing voiceover because people kept saying for years, you should do voiceover. So I didn't take it seriously and start really doing anything till I got down here. And I said, let me see if there's some like voiceover coaching or opportunities down here. And they said, okay, well, you need to go get headshots. I was like, headshots for what? Nobody's going to see me. They were like, yeah, but no, you need headshots. Fine. So I went to go get headshots. Oh, maybe I can pull it up and I'll show you what my headshot looks like. I still look the same, so I haven't gotten any headshots lately because I still look exactly the same. And these headshots are like 17 years old now, I think. But I still look exactly the same. So I said, no need to change them. So I got headshots. I went to go get them taken. And the person, I told them, this is for voiceover. They said I need headshots. So the person who did them was like, you should really consider being in front of the camera. I said, oh, okay. That's all you had to say. So that was really when I started looking at opportunities for that type of thing. Even though I'd already been a performer, I wasn't doing in front of the camera stuff. I was always behind the camera, behind the scenes as the camera person, producing, directing, that type of thing. But that's really when it came. So that was a long way to answer, but I'd always been comfortable and into my own. And then so it was just transferring the skills that I had from theater to this. So it really wasn't bad and for me in terms of a transition. And even when I first started, when there was only like, the first day, one person watched, whatever, I performed as if it was a whole theater full of people, because that's what you're taught. So hopefully that answers your question. Thank you for that. That was a good question. Were you going to say something, MC?
No, I was just going to say that's a great question.
Yeah, no, it was a really great question. Okay, so D Carpio says, me too old, my old car, no car payment. Absolutely. Who wants a car payment? I don't. And we don't sell car payments on the MediaScope food truck either. So the special is stew chicken, curry or jerk chicken, oxtails, rice and peas, and plantain, or as Caribbean people say, plantain. We say plantain. Africans say plantain. Spanish-speaking people say plantano. But Caribbean people say plantain. It doesn't matter. It's all the same thing. And it's all delicious as long as it's made properly.
That sounds good, Serena. Did you make that yourself?
She probably did. Why? You want some?
No, I was just thinking.
Here's the West African food. Get your plates, folks. Cassava leaves with oxtail, egusi, or stewed beef. Yum! Egusi. Or let me say it right, egusi. So for those of you that don't know what egusi is, it's melon seeds. So it is melon seeds that are ground, and it's mixed with tomatoes and all sorts of things, palm oil, vegetables, and you make it into a stew. And the egusi seeds are kind of bulky, but it's really good. So if you ever go to a West African restaurant, try egusi soup. It's actually more of a stew, but we call stew soup. So that sounds amazing. Thank you. Kim Williams is here. Hello, Kim. She's got a great show on the app called AMP, which is an Amazon app. It is, you basically can have your own radio show, and it's amazing. She's on Thursdays and on Saturdays, and you get some great music. So those of you that have live streams or whatever, put them up in the chat so that we can support you as well. So Kim Williams, it is a pleasure to have you here. And Diaz says, African food does not get the proper recognition it deserves. It's some of the best food in the world. Sir, you've never lied. I love African food. Sometimes you just need a good stew. Sometimes you just need that down-home food. I want a hot dog today. Give me some egusi soup, jollof rice with plantain, and my, please. Anyway, I'm making myself hungry.
Yeah, it does sound good.
Bocom Cafe in DC. I'm overdue for a trip. Yes, there is, and I'm in love with Ethiopian food. That's all I'm going to say about food because I'm progressively getting hungrier, hungrier, and hungrier. So, folks, in case you're just joining, welcome to the fold. Today, we were supposed to have guests, but we will have them either next week or the week after next. So, today is a little bit of a news day and an Ask Me Anything Wednesday. And as it says below, I'm Dr. Tachi, media professor, filmmaker, media content producer, also a journalist, the host of this here show, which is called MediaScope, all things media, tech, and pop culture, every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube. Hello, Facebook, 2 accounts on Facebook. Also on, sometimes we're on Twitter, but not today. We are on Twitch, though, definitely. On the Tubing of the U YouTube, and Thursdays, you can hear us on Gospel 107.1 FM in the Caribbean. Yes, sir. I love how you just got the one amen in. Thank you. Yes, and the peanut stew. Yes, amazing. Sorry, go ahead.
Wow, yeah, that peanut butter stew is absolutely awesome.
It's
Yeah,
delicious.
good stuff. Absolutely,
Anything
absolutely.
with a peanut base, because I love when Thai people use peanuts too.
Mhm.
Just absolutely amazing. Because I love peanut butter and peanuts.
Right.
Thank God I'm not allergic. That wouldn't go well. But I love peanuts and peanut butter. Well, and part of the thing with allergies is American kids are really sensitive to a lot of things because they don't get exposed to it early enough.
Right.
So I was listening to a report on NPR where they were talking about, the snack Bomba? They're peanut puffs. They sell them all over the place, but you could buy them in Trader Joe's too. So they're like peanut puffs, and they're like sweet, and they're peanut butter or peanut based.
Right.
Well, kids grow up eating that in Israel really early. So as a result, they don't have allergies to peanuts and things. I'm sure it's not
Interesting.
100%, but because
Right.
they're exposed to those things early, you build up like a resistance to
Right.
that. So
Exactly.
American kids eat chicken fingers, chicken nuggets, and fries all the time. And it's like, those are fine, but they don't get to eat like grown folks food. Like I ate grown folks food when I was little. In the rest of the world, there's no kids menu. You eat what the adults eat, or
Right.
you don't
Exactly.
eat.
Exactly.
So as a result, you're not exposed to things, and you may end up developing allergies to things because of that. Now, I'm not talking about shellfish and all that type of thing, because that's a different thing altogether. But like some of these things, like peanuts, and I am not advocating give your child peanut. I am not a doctor, but this was just they were talking about on NPR, that the reason that a lot of Israeli children don't have allergies to peanuts is because of the Bomba, and they eat it from young. Oh, here we go. DS, all you had to say is you have a show, and here I am. He has a new talk show for that's going to premiere on YouTube on July 3rd. Oh, okay. So you know what? You don't do Instagram. Do you do Facebook? Because you could reach out on Facebook, or email me. You know what? Email me, and this is for anybody. I'm going to make a thing right now, and I'll put my email up, and so email me. So the answer is yes. DS. All you had to say is guest on, and it's you? Yes. So I'm going to make a banner right now with my give me a second, guys. Uh-oh. Where are you? All right. So let's make a banner right now. Create a banner, and I'm going to put my email for anybody who is interested in emailing me because you have a question or anything.
Hey, Serena.
Why are you saying hey to Serena?
No, I was just checking in on her, see how she's doing.
And this is my email, guys. You remember on there's a sound on TikTok and Instagram that says, "Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious." Don't. I'm sure that's playing right now in Serena's head.
Yeah, because you put it there.
No, I didn't put it there. We were all thinking that.
Oh, okay.
Is it not a little suspect that you're like checking? Oh, how are you? Somebody's hungry,
No,
Serena.
I
Somebody's
was,
hungry.
while you were busy making the banner, that's why I was trying to
Mm,
engage in conversation.
uh-huh. Uh-huh. So you're so welcome. Hopefully you got it. If you need me to put it up again, I can. Um, take your babies out, big stick. No, I didn't say that. No, after dark with Johnny Ray, I never said that. First of all, should we be eating at that place? I am not a fan of those casual dining restaurants. Is that the case with anybody else? Because to me, it just seems, I don't know. I don't want to, if anybody really loves or has stock in like Applebee's or something, far be it from me, but I've never been a fan of those types of restaurants. MC, what about you?
Yeah, I like Outback Steakhouse, but that bloomin' onion, man, I tell you, it's good,
Is
but
it delicious?
it's really good, but it does a number on my stomach, so I can't have it too much.
Too much. You shouldn't have it at all if it does a number on your stomach, but he
Yeah,
seemed
I don't
he's
have it
like,
too often. Yeah, it just really
you
checks my
too
stomach.
often. It shouldn't be at all.
Yeah,
It's
every
like,
once
yeah,
in a
that
while.
really messes my stomach. So I only eat it once a week.
Well, not even that much. It's probably maybe several months, once every several months.
Okay. That's like years ago, my sister and I were volunteering for something in DC. It was like a women's conference or something, and we were volunteering. And one of the volunteer uh, coordinators was like, telling us what to do. She's like, all right, they don't have a ticket, no lunch. Okay, we were like, no problem. And then she was talking about how we have vegetarian meals and stuff. She said, yeah, because I'm actually a vegetarian, but I eat turkey sometimes. And I said that you're not a vegetarian.
Right, right.
It just slipped out. I was
Oh,
like,
that's funny.
well, how are you a vegetarian if you're a sometimetarian? Anyway,
That's too funny.
so here's the thing. Oh, do I sound like the woman on TikTok that says all casual dining restaurants are just different types of Applebee's? They are. They are. It's Applebee's 1, 2, 3.
Well, that's funny.
I bet you they're all by the same people. Just like how on those of you that are from New York, you'll know that they do festivals in the summer. But there are only two companies that own all the festivals. I forgot the other one, but one is Mardi Gras. So you look at like, let me see if there's Mardi Gras owns that too. I bet you they're all owned by the same company. So anyway, let's keep going because it's 7:01 and we only have a little bit. We've got 8 minutes left because we're going to make this show an hour today. Today is an Ask Me Anything Wednesday. Oh, look who is here. Jason Donaldson. Folks, Jason is one of my besties from DC. We both danced in Carla and Company and CCP, which is choreographers collaboration project together. He is like, I miss you, Jason. And I was thinking about you the other day and said, I need to pick up the phone. I am going to pick up the phone. Expect a call from me like this weekend or something. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. All right. So let's keep going. We want to get in some more stories because we've got 8 minutes left. But let me check Facebook, the other white meat, and see if I got any comments on Facebook on my account for Facebook. Okay, hold on. Dominic Damaski, hello, I see you. Shawana Kennedy is here and says, hey, what's up, Shawana Kennedy? Good to see you. And Bobby Stamps is still here. What's up? Bobby Stamps and Shawana Kennedy are here. What's up on my account? So good to see you. All right, let's keep going. We have a few other stories that we're going to talk about today. You know what? Jennifer Lopez is the gift that keeps on giving. She refuses to age and she refuses not to work. There is a movie, for those of you that are into Netflix movies, that is coming to Netflix for Mother's Day, which is May 12th. And it is an action film called The Mother. Let me tell you. Again, it debuts May 12th, and she is a deadly female. Okay, I acted this out on IG, so I'm going to do it here. Jennifer Lopez stars as a deadly female assassin who comes out of hiding to protect the daughter she gave up years before while on the run from dangerous men. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Thank you.
Good job. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. Can I get some claps?
Yeah, you can.
Never mind. Marty's on mine. That's a long clap.
Yeah, it's
That's a
long.
new one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not the Africans, the clapping Africans. Okay.
Yeah, it said bravo. Did you hear that? Bravo.
I
bravo.
did. I did. Thank you. Thank you. Give him some warm water, Serena.
Yeah, that was a little bit extra for you.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, sheesh. All right. So if you're interested in that comes out on Mother's Day. You can go to the Netflix account on YouTube and watch the trailer to see if it's something that you would be interested in. Along with Lopez, the film stars Omari Hardwick, Gael Garcia Bernal, Paul, is it Raichi? I never know how to say his last name. And Lucy Paez. Okay. It is produced by Benny Medina, she herself, Benny Medina, Elaine Goldsmith Thomas, Roy Lee, Miri Yoon, Mark Evans, Misha Green, and Courtney Baker. That's what I'm talking about. Diversity. Look at that. That is amazing. So check it out May 12th on Netflix if you are interested. All right, now this next story, we'll keep going, talking about MGM Plus. Does anybody watch MGM Plus?
Actually, I've been watching. Oh man, it's been a great show, The Godfather of
Godfather of Harlem. Okay,
Man, woo.
the MGM Plus had a preview weekend. You know how they do these preview weekends for like HBO, and
Right.
MGM Plus had one. I got to watch The Godfather of Harlem. It is so well done.
Yes,
It is so well done. So actually, MGM Plus, and it stars Forrest Whitaker, Godfather of Harlem. So MGM Plus has ordered Hollywood Black, which is from Justin Simeon and Forrest Whitaker, and it's a docuseries that explores the Black experience in cinema history. Now, I actually had the great, and I think I will find it and post it. I had the great honor of interviewing Justin Simeon at the, what year was it? Was it 2015 or 16? NatP. He is so humble, absolutely amazing, just great. And if you don't know Justin Simeon, he is the creator of Dear White People. So it's from Justin Simeon and Forrest Whitaker. And that should be really interesting because if you've never looked, in college, I took a course called Blacks in Films at the University of Buffalo with Professor Pappas. He was absolutely amazing. And that was really what got me interested in becoming a filmmaker. Blacks in Films was absolutely amazing. And we watched a lot of different films. It wasn't just what what you would think. We covered the Blaxploitation period, but we also watched a lot of great films by Haile Garima. He was a professor at Howard, and he was amazing. Same building, same department, so I know who he was. I was in a group, and he let us meet there. It was wonderful. So Haile Garima is an Ethiopian filmmaker who made Sankofa. And so we watched, not Sankofa, but we watched Bush Mama. And just the multitude of different filmmakers we were exposed to, absolutely amazing. So I'm interested to see this and cinema history with a Black lens. So it's a 4-part series based on the work of scholar Donald Bogle, and it's being produced by Simeon's Culture Machine, Forrest Whitaker, and Nina Yang's Bon Jovi's Significant Productions, and the Academy Award-winning production company Radical Media. And this is what they said: "We're thrilled to work with Justin Simeon, Jeffrey Schwartz, Radical Media, and to expand our prolific creative partnership with Forrest and Nina. The head of MGM Plus, Michael Wright, said in a statement. Hollywood Black, like other recent MGM Plus docuseries, is an entertaining and thoughtful look at a vital part of American culture, examining the evolution of Black cinema and the talented artists who built it. It's a timely and relevant look at the Black experience in Hollywood.
Sounds awesome.
It does. So if you're interested, this is coming to MGM Plus. We don't have a date yet, but as it comes up, I will let you all know. So let's see.
I wonder why no one is talking about that movie that I just mentioned, the Godfather of Harlem.
Godfather of Harlem.
Yes, that is, man, it is a great movie. The actors are
It is. You mean the
there.
show?
The show?
It's a show. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
a
a
movie.
show. Well, I mean, yeah, I meant
Yeah,
to
no,
show,
you said movie. I just wanted to
yeah,
make sure
show.
people knew that it was a show, a
Got it.
series, and not a movie.
Yeah.
Wabiri is lurking. What's up? What's up? And Jasmine says it sounds awesome. It absolutely does. Tish Roach says, please somebody take the button from MC. We, in terms of that million years clap, yeah. But I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. So it is time, and we're going to give you one more story. We're going to give you a tech story. Could I have the tech intro, please? Twitter is no longer a company.
So I've heard.
Yes. It's merged into a new entity called X Corp. So a court filing on April 4th quietly revealed this major development, that Twitter no longer exists in the way we know it. So they're currently being sued by a right-wing personality or a pundit named Laura Loomer, and she's accusing them of violating federal racketeering laws when they banned her account in 2019. She has a Twitter account again, so this lawsuit, which is stupid, is probably going to be thrown out. But until it does, Twitter is still named as a defendant, and it has to continue to submit corporate disclosure statements to the court. And so, in the most recent filing, the company provided notice that Twitter Incorporated has been merged into X Corp and no longer exists. As the successor in interest to Twitter Incorporated, that is the survivor of the merger, X Corp is now the defendant in Loomer's suit. Its parent corporated is identified as X Holdings Corp. So it's not Twitter that's the defendant. So I'm like, you mean to tell me the only reason you did this is so that Twitter would not be named in the suit anymore? Is this true?
Wow,
Elon.
that's interesting. Yeah, exactly.
Elon. Tisk tisk. Elon.
So is this to say that she actually had a case, something that the courts could follow through
Probably
with?
not.
Okay.
Probably not. It was meritless anyway.
Okay.
So I doubt that would have had any saying, but I'm just like, this is really convenient. Why?
It's just the timing of it, huh?
Or the timing of it, because it may not have had anything to do with this, but the timing of it makes it seem
Right. Absolutely.
like, because Twitter is already going through the ringer, you don't want one more thing. There are already enough lawsuits with Twitter. You're already getting sued.
Yes.
There are already enough things going on. I doubt this one less thing is going to, I doubt it. But maybe it's like that's one less thing. But so it could be for other reasons altogether, but it makes it seem like this is the reason why. So this is interesting, because this is what Slate is saying. As a merger agreement states, X Holdings 2 would cease to exist as a functioning entity after merging with Twitter. So the official structure after Musk's takeover was X Holdings 1 oversees Twitter Incorporated, while X Holdings 3 handles the cash. So it's being split up into, wow. And this was established in Nevada. So, okay, Elon.
Because he also
Jerry
has
Johnson
employees.
is here. I'm sorry, go ahead.
He also has employees suing him too, right? Former employees. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
hmm So, Terry Johnson says Elon wants to make a super app like WeChat. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. By the way, Terry, let me know, and Jasmine, let me know. Do you know about Lemonade? Apparently, Lemonade is a chap that's an app that's supposed to be a cross between Pinterest and something else, and was already very popular in China. It's because it's owned by ByteDance, and now they've got some influencers on board, and they're trying to popularize it here. But obviously, they're doing it quietly because they're not trying to alarm anybody because of TikTok. Definitely. Let me know if you know about Lemonade. All right, guess what? It is 1 hour and 5 minutes. We are at 7:14. So I am going to let you all go unless anybody has any last questions for me, because this has been an Ask Me Anything Wednesday in addition to some news stories. So if not, we're going to let you go. For once, we're almost at an hour. But next week, we're definitely having Ross Brand, who is like a king in terms of live streaming. There's a lot of us in the live streaming space that do things well. Ross Brand does it really well. Also, we're going to be talking about a lot of different things, not just related to live streaming, but media, what's happening in the space. It's going to be a great conversation. So join us. We may have the Cross family on at the same time. If not, we're going to have the Cross family a whole hour the next week. So at least next week we will have guests, but if not, we'll split them up into two. So look for that. And Terry says, yes, she does know about Lemonade, did a video on LinkedIn about Lemonade. They have the Clapper app too. Yes, also Clapper. I don't know if you all are into Clapper, but yeah, it doesn't mean you have to get them, but check them out and see what's what. Sarita says, a great show as always. And thank you, Queen of Food Truckery, for being here. Jasmine says no, but she will check it out. Fantastic. Tish Roach, thank you. It is so good to see you guys. I appreciate you. It's because of you that I do this. It really is. And I hope you get some enjoyment and some knowledge out of this every week. MC, final thoughts.
Yeah, great show. Great show.
Thank you. Are you still thirsty?
Yeah, I was thinking about that drink I didn't get.
Well, that's okay. We'll get off now so you could go and have something of your own.
All right.
You sound really salty, MC. So don't get too salty because you're going to need something to drink to wash down all that saltiness. Love you guys for watching. Bid you adieu. You guys, myself, and the salty MC Salty Boots, we are going to exit stage left. No, stage left this way. See you guys next week. Cheers.
Yeah, close the doors, walk across